gonna get right into this. It's Saturday night in our household. Sunday morning is pancakes or crepes. My wife and I always switch off every other Sunday. So Sunday morning is my morning to make crepes. So right here I have a recipe of the most simple crepes you can think of. It's only got 5 ingredients, no sugar, so they're not sweet and they're not, they're just crepes, and they'll go with whatever you want to put in them. If you just want syrup, that's fine. If you want to load them up with some really savory stuff, if you want to put fruit in them, they are absolutely fantastic crepes. We're going to get right into this. These are so simple. We'll go over the ingredients that you're going to need real quick, but first, if you like what you see and you like my other videos, please like, subscribe, and I try to respond to every comment that gets left. So it would be really great if you could leave a comment and tell me what you think. So our ingredients for this cook for the crepes is we have 2 cups of flour. I've already put them in the blender, so you need a blender. I have a 1.5 cups of milk, 1 cup of water, 5 eggs, some salt, just gonna need a pinch of that, and I have 5 tablespoons of melted butter, and then you'll need an additional tablespoon for Sunday morning tomorrow when you actually go and put them in your crepe pan or whatever pan you choose to use, just to get them absolutely perfect. So let's get after this. So in a blender, you're going to want to put in your 2 cups of flour and just add all the other ingredients. We're going to add our 1.5 cups of plain milk, and then I'm going to add my 5 eggs, everything right into the blender. My 5 tablespoons of melted butter will go right in there. My 1 cup of good old water. And then I'm just gonna pour a little pinch of salt, about 1/4 teaspoon, right into the palm of my hand there. Put the lid on the blender. We're gonna go ahead and just run this on medium about for 30 seconds. Simple as that. So here we go. All right, so we had this blending for 30 seconds. Now we're gonna go put it out in the fridge and just let it sit there overnight until we're ready to make crepes in the morning. This made 5 cups of batter, so depending on if you're using 1/4 cup or 1/3 cup, depending on how you like your crepes, you experiment. I usually do about 1/3 cup. You can figure out how many crepes this is gonna make, but they are really good and really easy. So I'm gonna go throw these in the fridge, and we will see you tomorrow morning when we get these all cooked up, and we'll get some reaction reviews from the kids. All right, so Sunday morning, time to make crepes. But first, coffee. Coffee, nectar of the gods, right? All right, so here we go. I've already got my batter right out of the refrigerator. I put it back on the blender for about 15 seconds on medium speed, just to wake everything up that's been sitting there getting delicious all night. I have some butter for the pan. Then I have 1/3 cup, measuring cup, to transfer the batter to the pan in equal quantities. And then right here, already preheating on medium heat, I have this really cool 8-inch crepe pan made out of carbon steel that I picked up off Amazon, I don't know, 5 years ago. But this thing is awesome. If you don't have one of these, that's fine. You can use any other non-stick pan that you have, as long as it has these gradual edges that help you get underneath to get the crepe to flip it over, because these don't take very long once you get started. So while this pan is preheating, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a small pat of butter, and I'm gonna toss it on there. Take my spatula, rub that around on there, just like that. Get all the good old butter off of there. And then simple as this, I'm just going to take some batter right there. I'm right-handed, so with my left hand I'm going to grab the pan by the handle, and I'm just going to pour the butter on there, and I'm going to rotate it around to get good coverage. Now when you pour this after you do your first one, if you feel like your crepes are too thick or they're too thin, you can adjust this down to 1/4 cup if you'd like, and just to see what the results are. See if it's something that you like better, if you like your crepes super thin, or if you're trying to stretch your batter a little bit longer. It's really your preference, it doesn't really matter. So as this crepe cooks here, we'll just let it go, and you can see how the batter's starting to cook through on the top. Now you don't want to flip them too early, because if it's not cooked on the bottom, the crepe will tear. Now there are fancy crepe makers out there that I've seen. I don't have one. This works for me, and this is how I've been doing it since I've been making crepes for nearly a decade now, almost every other Sunday morning when I have the chance. So you'll see the crepe is almost cooked over here, so we can take this and we can flip it over. Now the first crepe always looks a little eggy and a little not quite as evenly browned as that is, and that's because of the butter. But you don't need to do butter in between every crepe. I'll probably only use another half a teaspoon of butter halfway through the cook. The other thing is that if you're feeling like your crepe is not cooking evenly or cooking too fast, you can always adjust the heat up or down. It all depends on knowing your stove and knowing your equipment. But as soon as this crepe is done, doesn't take long, just pick her up, and I go throw her on a plate over here, and then I immediately apply another one, just like that. So I might go down to a quarter cup on this one, just because my daughters really love leftover crepes. So if we go down to a quarter of a cup from a third of a cup, you'll see a bigger difference on how thin the crepes are and how fast that they cook. Right now I'm sitting right here on medium heat, so we'll just let this go. You can really start to see how these crepes, you can tell, are starting to get nice, even golden brown color, and they are paper thin. The quarter cup seems to be working pretty well for me today. Sometimes I do a third of a cup. I don't know why. It's because I enjoy cooking, like trying new things. Crepes are done. This is about half because my kiddos came in and started digging in because they couldn't wait, which is okay with me. They're really good when they're warm. So all I like to do is take a crepe, lay it down. I got some fresh cut strawberries here, put them right in the middle of the crepe, just like so. And then it's just as simple as rolling the crepe up on the plate and then grabbing another one and repeat with some more fresh cut strawberries, just like that. Roll it up. Today our special, we have a few kiwis. Put those on the side. Two pieces of bacon and hash brown out of the air fryer. Boom, right there. A little bit of fresh maple syrup on top of that, and you have yourself a delicious and easy Sunday morning breakfast. Well, that was a good breakfast. Like I said, these crepes, we just have a few left over, usually more. To keep them fresh, you just roll them up, put them in a container, throw them in the fridge. They'll keep for about a week, and they're really easy to reheat. The microwave don't take long. Again, thanks for watching. Sweet or savory crepes, real versatile, real easy. Family favorite, it's a huge hit. So thanks for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, and if you want, head over to my Instagram, and you can see I post on there pretty much every time that I cook. So y'all have a blessed week, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.